Alrighty, well howdy everybody, welcome to another episode of Tyler's Reel Fishing. Today, I'm out here on beautiful Lake Bastrop, one of the favorite lakes of all time. I fished here growing up so much as a kid, and I kind of stopped for a year or two because the lake went through a series of times when the fish just weren't healthy, but I heard the fish are back to being healthy, so we're gonna strap on the GoPros, get out some rods, and get to fishing. Alright, so to start out today, I'm gonna start with the small whopper plopper. I've heard they're biting a plopper out here, so I'm gonna give the small, oops, gotta turn that on. Gonna give the small plopper a try. See if I can snag any quick topwater fish. If not, that's all right, but hey, I do love me some topwater, so might as well give it a shot. All right, I am already not feeling the small plopper, so I'm gonna switch to the big plopper just because I have more confidence in this. I know that it gets just as many bites, and it also gets big bites, so we're gonna stick with the big plopper. You know what? Since I got out here a little bit late, I'm gonna run around the point just to get in the shade. That way I can catch any last topwater bites, if there is any. Oh yeah, it looks much better. There's grass over here too. All right, so far I've thrown topwater, chatterbaits, swim baits. I flipped for a brief period of time, and I just cannot figure these fish out. It's like there's no wind, so they should be either stacked out deep or stacked up in the thick stuff. And I guess I haven't tried to graph out deep yet, but I probably should soon. I just really thought, I had a buddy tell me that I could catch them on topwater all day if there's some chop on the water. And there's definitely some chop right here, but I'm not catching them on topwater. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. We will see. Okay, so they don't want the topwater. I'm gonna put that down for now once again. I'm gonna pick back up the chatterbait. See, the problem is I'm not finding any grass on this shoreline. I think that's what the fish are relating to. So if I don't find any more grass as I work down this windy bank, don't know if I'm gonna stay here any longer. I think the title of this video is gonna be something to do with figuring out a tough summer lake, because this is definitely gonna take some ingenuity to try to figure out what's going on here. These fish are not in an easy mood to catch right now, but I'm confident that I can figure it out by the end of the day. All right, so I have power pole my boat down kind of at the beginning of a cut, and I noticed when I was idling over it with my electronics that I saw some grass that was lining the edge of the ditch or of the canal or the creek channel, and so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna tap a Texas rig or a jig, something like that I can throw into that grass line and pull it up, and or, you know, be off it, throw it on top and pull it down. So I'm gonna see if there's any fish sitting in that grass line. It's the deepest grass that I found. It's in about, 7 to 8 feet. So hopefully there's fish in there. That's the plan. If not, I don't know what to do. Thought it was a bite, and I was like, no, it wasn't. And then as soon as I cast my worm, I looked at it and it was all sorts of messed up. So there are fish down there. Just got to figure out how to get them to bite better. Got him. All right. I am punching the rest of the day. First fish in the grass, a punch fish. Well done. Oops, sorry guys. All right, I knew there would be fish in the hydrilla, and I literally thought, man, that mat is so cheesed up, there's got to be a fish, and there was. All right, sweet. So hopefully the punching pattern is something that I can emulate the rest of the day. And actually, punching is one of my favorite things to do, so let's hope. Let's hope that's the pattern.
You caught anything today?
Caught one in that weed patch right there,
oh, really?
But had to punch in for him. I've been struggling all day.
Yeah. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do.
What is it?
Tyler's Reel Fishing.
No way.
That's me. You know who I am?
Yeah, I thought you looked familiar.
That is me.
Oh my god.
What's your name?
Sebastian.
Nice to meet you, man. All right, let's get a picture. There you go.
Sweet.
Camera,
Yes,
thank you.
What's your channel name?
Tyler's Reel Fishing. He's like, nope, never mind. Good to meet you guys. Thanks for stopping me.
Nice to meet you,
And
man. That was great.
yeah, no problem. Just cast soft plastics all around this grass. I'm punching it today, which means like I'm flipping a 1 ounce weight and going like through the grass. And so that's where I think the fish are gonna be.
Yeah.
Because I worked, there's 2 grass lines that kind of go off this point, and I worked those for like an hour and didn't get a bite. So
I wouldn't doubt it. Over here,
my 3rd flip over there, I got a fish. So, well, that was fun. I always love taking time to meet the people that help me make a living. So, shout out to him for stopping me and letting me know he says hi. But I punched for a few more minutes, couldn't get another punch fish, so I'm back out here to this grass line. Hopefully I can find some deep fish. I feel like with this wind, the sun kind of coming in, scattered clouds, fish should be out deeper on these grass lines. But I don't know. So we're gonna spend a few more minutes here with the big worm. And if nothing else happens, I know some more deep spots that we can go back to punching and hopefully catch some fish. Maybe fill out a limit, I don't know, we'll see. All right, last cast right here. And we're calling it a time at this spot. It's such a good grass line. I don't understand why there's no fish. It's wild. All right, actually I'm gonna take a quick detour, do some deep cranking real quick. I found this offshore hump that looks awful juicy, so I feel like it needs a 6XD to its face. I've got something. I've definitely got something, I think. Either I have something or I got grass. I can't tell. Oh, it's a fish. I got a fish for sure. Oh, are you kidding me? I go deep cranking and I catch that? Hey, but hey, that is a good sign. There are fish down there. My deep cranking was not for nothing. So I'm gonna make that identical, the exact same cast, and hopefully I fired up a school of hopefully bigger ones than that. All right, deep cranking is done. This is not really a deep crankbait lake at all. I'm sure I can make it work if I found an active school, but I really don't feel like dragging around a Carolina rig today. So if worst comes to worst, I'll find another school and drag a Carolina rig around. But right now I'm gonna go back to punching, see if I can get some shallow fish for you guys. Got him. Get out of there, big boy. Get out of there. Come on, come on. Yeah, gotta skate him across the top. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, let's go. Woo-hoo. Not as big as I thought it was gonna be, but still one on the punch rig. I don't know, 2.5 pounds. Man, I made the longest pitch that I've made today, and I saw a swirl as soon as this thing punched through the grass. So I didn't even feel it, I just set the hook and got him. Sick. You can tell these are nice, healthy, chunky fish because their bellies are full. This guy's actually pooping right now, but sweet. Love it, love it. Might be figuring something out. I'm just a little froggy, just hopping along the surface. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just taking my time. Going to the grocery store, getting me some frog groceries. Oh, just gonna hop on this here hydrilla mat. Don't worry about me. All right, we have finally made it to the deep punching spot. So hopefully these fish are in the mood that I thought they were, and we'll catch some toads. This is frustrating. I'm trying so many different things. Right now I'm dragging a 10-inch worm over a shallow grass flat. Like, come on. There's gotta be a fish out here. I thought that since, I caught 2 fish punching, that there'd be fish up in this stuff because it's main lake. But no. Punched all this, didn't get a fish. Let's find something else. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm breaking out the glide bait. I threw it a little bit earlier, but I think now is the appropriate time to throw it. Just to try to see if I can get some fish. Oh, I just scared a big ball of shad as soon as this thing started moving. All right, so I found another hump and I have a very deep urge to throw another 6XD. So we're gonna do some more deep cranking. Y'all, this day has been all over the place, but this is kind of how bass fishing is sometimes, especially in lakes and ponds. You can almost always catch fish, but out here, it's a whole different ball game, and I love it though. I love figuring out new lakes. Even though this lake isn't new, it's technically in a new time frame for me. Never been out here during this time. right, everybody, that is the end of my fishing day. I'm back here at the ramp. It was a tough day for sure. I didn't expect it to be this tough. I thought, summertime, get out there early, get a topwater bite, and maybe, any sort of like worm bite after that. And nothing seemed to work out. I was able to learn a little bit more about deep cranking. I always want to learn more about how to fish deep, and I feel like I advanced my skills a little bit more today with one tiny fish on the 6XD. But it was so weird how like I would find a grass line that normally most of the times of the year has fish on it. This time of the year didn't have fish. The main lake grass that I punched didn't have fish, but the creeks did. And so like a lot of things were kind of backwards today, but I'm gonna take a second to explain to you guys the gear that I was using to catch, even though I only caught the three fish that I caught in today's video. All right, so the first is my deep crank setup. Now this is not my best deep crank setup. This is one that I just kind of grabbed out of my garage, but it is the Lew's BB1 Pro Speed Spool, one of the best crankbait reels I've ever tried. Incredible for both deep and shallow cranking. And then I have the Lew's Custom Super Duty 3. It's a kind of complicated rod, but it's basically a 711 extra heavy, used for Alabama rigs, deep crankbaits, that kind of thing. It's probably a little bit too heavy for a 6XD, but for a 10XD, it would be perfect. And so, of course, I had Striking 6XD, and I think this is 12-pound fluorocarbon. So that is my crankbait setup. And then my punching setup, which I absolutely love, is the Lew's Custom Speed Stick Light. It is a nice gray and black rod with wind grips. Amazing rods for the price, with the Lew's Custom Speed Spool, the white with the wind grips. This setup is just incredible. My hand never got tired from flipping and pitching, and my hand never slipped off the handle when I was winching those fish out of heavy cover. So I was also flipping 1-ounce tungsten weight, a 4/0 owner flipping hook of some kind, and then a 4-inch Berkley Havoc Pit Boss in big Texan color. So 65-pound braid as well. So that's kind of the two setups that I was using to catch fish today. I used a whole lot more setups, as you can see, but those two are the only ones that produce. So if you want to know where to buy those setups, the links will be down in the description, as well as anything else that I represent, whether that's Lucky Tackle Box, Carhartt, Lew's, Connect Scale. Anything is down, linked in the description below for you guys as always. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Comment below a challenge or some sort of video you want to see me do in the future, as I have a few more weeks left of summer before I get back into the swing of traveling and videos, and I'll make sure to do those, and we'll see you guys next time.